The man used some underhanded tricks to lure his female colleague back to his place, not for anything romantic, but because he wanted to dive into the kitchen. He cooked for her, not out of love, but out of obsession, for perfection. The moment the pasta was ready, he quickly tossed it in a scallion-infused hot oil, added finely chopped celery he'd prepared earlier, plated it with artistic flair, and then served it to the woman before walking away, just to let her focus solely on the taste. He was a top-tier chef. His dishes weren't just delicious. The cooking process itself was a form of art. Just look at his ingredients. Vibrantly colored, precisely cut, and perfectly arranged to whet any appetite. Even making breakfast for his son, he never slacked off. He'd start by spreading butter on a slice of toast, then set it on a hot iron griddle, letting the sizzling butter crisp the bread to golden perfection. Once toasted, he added a slice of cheese, another layer of butter, sealed the edges carefully, and removed it from the heat once the cheese melted. An explosion of calories and satisfaction in every bite. Fueled by his love for food, Elle was hired as executive chef at a high-end restaurant. But this dream job, envied by many, had become a nightmare because his boss was a stubborn control freak who, for the past 10 years, had forced Elle to cook the same menu over and over. The mechanical repetition made him feel like a soulless factory machine. He was on the brink of collapse. Then one day, word spread that a notoriously picky food critic would be dining at the restaurant. Elle was thrilled. He crafted an entirely new menu, confident it would blow the critic away. But his boss just gave him a dark look and walked off.
Are you planning on altering the menu?
Just as Elle tried to explain, the boss cut him off coldly, insisting that this was his restaurant and that Elle would stick to the old menu.
Carl, do what you want tonight. Okay, you're the chef.
Under the heavy pressure, Elle had no choice but to comply. Soon the review came out. As expected, the restaurant received a disappointing 2-star rating. The critics savaged Elle's cooking, calling it uninspired and barely edible. To make things worse, the review went viral online. Thousands shared it and piled on with sarcastic comments. Elle couldn't help but read them one after another, each one fueling his anger until he finally snapped and fired off a response. What he didn't realize was that this impulsive act would ignite a full-blown social media firestorm.